You know, we actually could have remained open, but we just felt it was necessary to close since we're able to do so much remotely. We had our phones transferred to our cell phones, so we're not missing any calls. And then we did put a sign on our door that, you know, I just live in town, so I can be here in 5 minutes if someone really needed to make a payment. You know, the biggest thing that we've dealt with that's from this is customers asking what kind of discount they're getting because they're not commuting. And each of our companies is doing something. Each one is a little different on what they're offering. So I would recommend people just contact their insurance agent and find out what they'll be getting.
Here at Althoff Hardware, we're really pushing our hardware sales, our lawn and garden sales. Their home improvements are definitely up right now, so we're seeing an uptick in a little bit of that. But we're very stable in our hardware sales and our appliance business. That's something that we really focus on here too. So we are doing a little different social distance platform here in the store. You're allowed to come in the front door or our back entrance. Our store, the main part of the body of the store, is somewhat off limits. Our staff is helping you shop that store, mainly because of square footage. We do feel with the CDC guidelines, square footage guidelines, less than 10 people are kind of what we want in the store at one time. We have plenty of room to spread people out outside.
Some sellers are not sure how they feel about having buyers coming into their home, and so some people have waited to go on the market. So we're starting to see an uptick in showing activity. It really dropped off in the month of March significantly and is going back up now.
I think people are a little bit more hesitant about the process, but we can help them with that. We are willing to do a lot of different things. We can mask, we can glove, we can do other things with tours to help them with that process and make them a little bit more comfortable.
For us and many other churches, it's been a time of really interesting creativity because, for in our case, we've gone mostly to a drive-in church format. And it's easy to check out the churches in Cannon Falls now. You can do it from your living room because most of us have online services. So invite you to do that.
Isaac and I are tag teaming, sending out breakfast and lunches to the families that come drive through and pick up their lunches, whether it's a day or 2 days or 3 days.
I think that we should continue to do this to feed people that don't have food.
How have you liked the at-home learning?
It is a little bit more easy, but we have had a couple difficulties with the tech.
Most of our activity has come through our drive-up window and also through an online and mobile banking rollout of a new system that we did at that same time, actually on March 17th. And as much work as it was and as poor relatively as that timing was, it turned out to be really beneficial given everything that's gone on. So, our staff has done a really good job of handling most of that business through the drive-up, and our customers have adapted pretty well too.
A big part of our business is catering, so half of that is gone. So we're trying to become a business again, amid this COVID thing. So we're doing a lot of, the restaurant's open a little bit, but we're doing a lot of takeout dinners, which has been a good transition for us because catering was kind of our thing to begin with. But that's the biggest part of our business right now, and then working with our clients and customers to try and, especially weddings, and trying to figure out, what we're going to do with them.
We've kept our same hours open, but we've added curbside delivery so you can call in, and we've also, Deanna's worked hard on getting our online system up and running so you can go online on our website, cannonbells.com, and pre-order for pickup in store. We can bring it out to the curb. You can also do delivery. We've had some community organizations step up and offer to do delivery for free within the Cannon Falls area. You can't sit in and eat and enjoy the amazing atmosphere, but you still can come in and get your items and take them to go. A lot of people are calling asking what they can do, and you definitely can come in. It's a lot easier to see the ice cream and pick out what you want and see all the different coffee options and lunch options. But if you're not comfortable doing that, well, you can stay outside and order, and we'll bring it out to you as well.
If the governor were to give us the go-ahead to open up in a week's time, I think we won't open up probably for a month after that, just because there's not enough revenue coming in at this point to sustain ourselves. We are in the process of looking to restock the store with more gifts, more clothing lines.
Adding a website.
Yep. Adding a website. I'm sure that we'll run some specials, maybe do a barbecue in the back off the deck, just trying to get more people in the store.
We sometimes get requests for like fanwear from Zumbrota Schools, Kenyon Winnemingo, Good Hue. People contact us, so maybe doing a select few things and offering online stores.
The blessing also has been, we have a point of sale machine that we've had in place for about a year, and honestly haven't really dug into it, and this has given us, a little time to kind of look at it a little bit more. So, yeah.
For me, I finally got to see what retirement is.
To the physical store, we've really been preparing for reopening with the guidelines set forth by our state, with social distancing. We've always been pretty good about our hand washing etiquette and our cough etiquette and that kind of thing, our cleanliness, but now we need to document all of that on policies and procedures, make sure that our employees are fully trained on those policies and procedures. If they want to know what's going on with La Boutique Unique, to go out to our Facebook page, because we have linked to our website there. My phone number is there, so if you want that personalized service, we can connect that way.
Our clients have been very patient. My stylists have gotten a few phone calls on getting their hair done, and yes, people would like it done, and we've had people ask us if we could sneak over to their house and do that, but it's really not worth taking the chance as much as we care. We could lose our licenses, we could be fined. Done a lot of cleaning, touch-up painting, and waiting to see exactly what it is we have to do in order to make big changes. Moved a few stations around so that we have the correct spacing, ordered disinfectants and cleaning supplies that we most likely will need, masks and the PPE kind of things that we're going to have.
Definitely less guests than we had before. We are not seeing people traveling for pleasure anymore. Most of what we get is business travelers, truckers that are delivering in the area. We have road construction crews that are working now on the road up to Hayter. We cannot serve breakfast as a hot breakfast anymore, so we have a lunch bag type thing that we give out at breakfast time. We have coffee that are in wrapped cups ready to go for the guests. As far as guest room cleaning, it's a whole different procedure now. It's standard the same way we clean the rooms, but we leave them sit vacant for 48 hours to make sure that there is no germs remaining in the rooms, that type of thing. Constantly wiping and disinfecting surfaces that any guest could touch. We have to close our bar and our pool in order to keep the germs down and contained.
We decided to create two completely separate teams. Picked various skill sets from both of the teams so that we had consumer lenders, commercial lenders, real estate lenders, tellers, CSRs, credit analysts, kind of equally split up amongst the two teams. We go a week on, a week off. Our week off isn't quite the week off that anybody thinks it is. There's a lot going on, as everyone knows. We've set up probably 40 to 50% of our staff to work from home. It's 2020. It's the day of technology. Everyone uses their smartphone. You're doing this video from an iPad. We can handle things from mobile banking, mobile deposit, internet banking. Everyone has direct deposit, ACH. So all in all, the banking industry is fairly fortunate to be able to work through something like this, but the banking industry is only successful if the community is successful. So therefore, we needed to be as creative as we could to make sure we can still serve all of our customers all of the time. So we have seen a significant increase, obviously, in drive-through traffic, because that's basically all we are allowing at the time. We made the decision to close temporarily our Family Fare grocery store branch downtown. There's a lot of customer interaction down there. It's a very, very busy spot. Keeping our staff down there out of harm's way seemed like the right thing to do for the moment. Loved being able to serve the community 7 days a week. We didn't want that to change just because of our COVID-19 pandemic. So when we decided to close the grocery store, we at the same time decided to open our main branch drive-through on Sundays to serve those same hours. So we still do 10 to 2 on Sunday.
We've been every 2 weeks calling and canceling because they've been booked out with the hopes of getting in. And so we've been chatting each time we call and check on see how they're doing. They would want to come in, but can't yet. So we're eager to open. May 18th is what we're slated for so far, but so just conversations mostly. Some people have come in for supplements, a little more support here and there, but for the most part, no touch.